2025 is not just another year. It's not just another calendar on the wall. It is a call to wake up, a call to rise above your excuses, to look in the mirror and say, I owe it to myself. Stop blaming the world. Stop waiting for perfect conditions. Stop saying someone else will fix it. Because no one is coming to save you. You were not born for mediocrity. You were not sent to this world just to exist, clock in, clock out, and then fade away. You were born with purpose, and you were born with a fire, and you owe it to yourself to ignite it. You've sacrificed, you've suffered, you've been broken, but you're still standing. Now, it's time to stop surviving. Time to stop talking and start doing. Time to stop wishing and start working. 2025 must be the year you take responsibility for your own life. Nobody will believe in you until you do. Nobody will invest in you until you do. Nobody will fight for your dream until you fight for it yourself. You owe it to yourself to get healthy, to get focused, to get back up when life knocks you down. Don't give your energy to doubt. Don't waste your time in hate. Don't sink in the quicksand of regret. The world doesn't respect the lazy. The world doesn't follow the fearful. And the world doesn't reward the comfortable. So get uncomfortable. Wake up earlier. Work harder. Dream bigger. And if you fall, fall forward, because 2025 is not the end of the road. It's the beginning of a new era, your era. You owe it to you, not to your critics, not to your parents, not even to your past. You owe it to the person inside you who knows you were born for more. And now, it's time to go and prove it. 2025 is your turning point. This is not just another new year. It's a moment in your life where everything can change if you decide it must. The past does not own you. Your mistakes don't define you. You're not bound by who you were. You are only limited by what you refuse to confront. It's okay to feel fear. It's okay to feel doubt, hesitation, confusion. You're human. You're not made of steel. You don't have to be fearless to move forward. You only need to refuse to be frozen. Fear is not your enemy, it's your signal. It tells you where the growth is. It points you in the direction where you need to rise. Uncertainty, that's a gift. That means you're stepping into something new, something unfamiliar. That means you're growing. Comfort is the enemy of progress. You won't reach your potential sitting safely in what you already know. If you're feeling uncertain in 2025, you're exactly where you're supposed to be. You don't have to be perfect to begin. You don't need all the answers. You don't need permission. You just need to start. You just need to move. There is no ideal version of you waiting in the shadows. You build that version through what you choose daily, through the fight, through the struggle, through the quiet nights when no one sees you working. Vulnerability is not weakness. It's the highest form of strength. To admit you're afraid and still push forward, that's courage. To say, I don't have it all figured out, but I'm not giving up, that's power. You don't inspire others with your perfection. You inspire them with your persistence, with your refusal to quit, with your honesty, your rawness, your truth. This year, stop waiting for ideal conditions. Stop waiting for everything to feel right before you take the leap. Leap anyway. Build wings on the way down. Speak up even when your voice shakes. Show up even when your hands tremble. Because this isn't about being ready, it's about being willing. Willing to rise, willing to fight, willing to live. No more excuses. You've told yourself the same stories for too long, that you'll start tomorrow, that you're too tired, that you're not ready, that life isn't fair, that someone else has it easier. But let's tell the truth now. Excuses don't protect you. They trap you. They keep you small, safe, and stuck in a life that doesn't reflect who you really are. The world isn't waiting for another excuse. It's waiting for your action, your discipline, your courage to say enough is enough. Every time you make an excuse, you hand your power away. You surrender control to fear, laziness, doubt, and distraction, and deep down you know it. You feel the weight of what you could have done. You feel the ache of unused potential. That's not guilt, it's your spirit screaming for a way out. You weren't born to repeat cycles. You weren't created to just go through the motions. You've got dreams in your heart that don't let you sleep. Visions in your mind that you try to silence because facing them means putting in real effort. But nothing great ever came from comfort. Nothing life-changing ever came from an excuse. The clock is ticking, days are passing, and one day you'll wish you started when you had the chance. You'll wish you had the strength to begin before life forced you to. And that moment can be today. Because the truth is, you're not missing time. You're wasting it on explanations that no longer serve you. You don't need perfect conditions. You don't need more motivation. You need to take the first step. You need to silence the inner voice that tells you to play it safe. You need to remember who you were before the world told you to settle. Excuses are comfortable. They're easy. They sound smart, but they rob you of your own evolution. It's time to cut them off. Time to grow past them. Time to show yourself what happens when you stop explaining your pain and start building your power. This year, no more waiting, no more blaming, no more excuses. Just action. Relentless, focused, unapologetic action. You were born for greatness, not for average, not to blend in, not to play small so others feel comfortable. There is something inside you that the world has never seen before. Something powerful, something rare. But you've been taught to shrink it, to silence it, to doubt it. You were not sent here just to survive. You were sent to lead, to create, to transform. There's a reason you feel restless in a life that doesn't reflect your full potential. It's because your spirit knows. It knows you're capable of more. It knows you've been living below the standard you were born for, and it won't let you rest until you rise. Greatness doesn't mean fame. It doesn't mean applause or followers. Greatness means living with purpose, with courage, with truth. It means waking up every day and choosing discipline over distraction, choosing growth over comfort, choosing your future over your fears. That fire you feel when you imagine a bigger life, that's not fantasy. That's a glimpse of what's possible. But it only becomes real when you stop doubting and start doing. When you stop hiding and start showing up. The path to greatness is not easy. It demands sacrifice. It demands failure. It demands nights when you feel alone, misunderstood, and exhausted. But what's the alternative? A life spent wondering what could have been? Regretting the chances you didn't take? Living in the shadow of your own potential? No, that's not for you. You were not made for the sidelines. You were made to take the shot, to run the race, to rise again every time you fall. There's something about you that can't be taught, something that can't be broken. And 2025 is the year you finally let it lead. It's time to remember who you are, what you carry, and why. You've come this far, not to quit, not to fade, but to climb, to break through, to become the version of yourself that no one sees, but you feel. Every time you close your eyes, you were born for greatness, now live like it. Pain is your teacher. It doesn't come to destroy you, it comes to shape you, to wake you up, to show you who you are when everything else is stripped away, when the comfort is gone, when the plans fall apart, when the people you trusted walk away. That's when pain steps in, not as your enemy, but as your mirror. It shows you what you've been avoiding. It reveals your limits, your fears, your false attachments. And if you're willing to listen, pain will teach you more than success ever will. It teaches you resilience, not the fake kind you post about, but the kind that keeps you breathing when everything feels broken. It teaches you patience, because healing doesn't happen overnight. Growth doesn't come in a straight line. There are days when everything hurts, and yet you still move forward. That's strength. That's the lesson. Pain will humble you. It'll burn away your ego. It'll strip you of pride. But it will leave behind something rare: clarity, purpose, depth. You'll start to see what really matters, who really matters, and who never did. You can't fake your way through pain. You can't shortcut it. You have to feel it. Sit with it. Let it wash over you without letting it drown you. The world tells you to numb it, to distract yourself. But real transformation only comes when you face it. And when you do, when you finally stop running and stand still long enough to feel, something powerful happens. You grow, you level up, you become unshakable. Because once you've survived your worst days, you stop fearing them. Pain creates leaders, fighters, visionaries. It forges people who carry scars, not with shame, but with pride. Because every scar is proof that you didn't quit, that you didn't fold, that you didn't break beyond repair. So if you're hurting, don't hide it. Use it. Let it fuel you. Let it remind you that you're still alive, still capable, still in the fight. You don't come out of pain the same person. You come out sharper, stronger, wiser. Pain is your teacher. And the lesson? You're built for more than you thought. Belief starts within. It's not something the world gives you. It's not in the applause or the likes or the titles. It's not in the approval of others. True belief begins deep inside your soul, in the quiet moments when no one is watching, when you face your own reflection and decide, I am enough. I am capable. I will not be stopped. Too many people search for confidence outside themselves. They look for permission from others. They wait for someone to say, you can do it, or you're ready. But the truth is, no one will believe in your dream as much as you do. No one will fight harder for your success than you. If you don't believe in yourself, no one else will. Doubt spreads faster than wildfire, but belief is the seed that can grow an entire forest. It starts with a choice, a daily decision to trust your own potential, even when the path is unclear, even when the voice inside screams to give up. Belief is a muscle. It must be trained, exercised, strengthened. Every time you push through fear, every time you try again after failure, every time you refuse to settle, you build belief. You create momentum. You prove to yourself that you're stronger than your doubts. It's not about blind optimism or ignoring reality. It's about having faith in your ability to learn, adapt, and overcome. It's about knowing that failure is not the end, but a step forward. When belief starts within, obstacles become challenges, setbacks become lessons, and dreams become plans. So stop waiting for external validation. Stop letting criticism shake you. Stop measuring your worth by others' standards. Look inside. Find that spark. Protect it. Feed it. Because when belief starts within, nothing can stop you. You become unstoppable, not because the world bends to you, but because you refuse to bend to the world. This year, let your belief be your foundation. Build everything else on that. Discipline over desire. That is the secret no one wants to talk about. Desire is easy. Desire is loud. Desire is the spark that gets you excited at first, the feeling that makes everything seem possible. But desire fades. Desire burns out like a flame caught in the wind. It comes and goes depending on your mood, your energy, your circumstances. Discipline, on the other hand, is quiet. It's steady. It's the force that pushes you to show up when desire has left the room, when you're tired, when you're discouraged, when the world feels heavy and your body aches. Discipline is what separates those who dream from those who do. You will never achieve greatness by chasing desire alone, because desire doesn't make you work when no one is watching. Desire doesn't make you take the harder path. Desire doesn't make you keep going after failure, after rejection, after disappointment. Discipline means commitment. It means putting in the work day after day, even when you don't feel like it. It means building habits that create momentum. It means sacrificing short-term pleasure for long-term gain. It means saying no to distractions, no to comfort, no to excuses. Discipline builds character. It trains your mind to resist temptation and your body to endure hardship. It creates a foundation that desire alone can never provide, because desire is fragile, but discipline is unbreakable. In 2025, if you want real change, you must choose discipline over desire. You must create a lifestyle where your actions are not controlled by fleeting feelings, but by unwavering commitment. You must be willing to do the work even when the excitement is gone. Desire lights the fire. Discipline keeps it burning. Without discipline, your dreams will flicker out. But with discipline, even the smallest steps become unstoppable progress. Remember, discipline is the bridge between where you are and where you want to be. Cross it every day. Make discipline your best friend and watch how your life transforms beyond what desire alone could ever imagine. Control your energy. This is one of the most powerful truths you can embrace. Energy is everything. It fuels your thoughts, your actions, your decisions. It determines how you show up in every moment. Yet most people let their energy be hijacked by distractions, negativity, and the chaos around them. You can't control everything that happens to you, but you can control how you respond. You can choose where you put your focus. You can decide what thoughts you entertain and which ones you let go. This is where true power lives, not in circumstances, but in your energy management. When you control your energy, you control your life. You protect your peace. You guard your time. You refuse to waste your power on people or situations that drain you. Instead, you invest in what fuels your growth. Positive habits, meaningful work, nourishing relationships. Energy control means saying no. No to distractions that scatter your focus. No to toxic influences that poison your mindset. No to anything that pulls you away from your goals. It means being deliberate about what you consume, what you watch, what you listen to, what you allow into your mind. Your energy is your currency. Spend it wisely. Recharge regularly. Know when to push and when to rest. When you control your energy, you become unshakable. You build resilience that no hardship can break. In 2025, make a promise to yourself to protect your energy fiercely. Stop letting external noise dictate your mood. Stop reacting impulsively to every challenge. Start mastering your inner world, because the quality of your energy determines the quality of your results. Control your energy and you control your destiny. Refuse to stay down. Life will knock you down. That's inevitable. Everyone faces moments when the weight of failure, loss, or disappointment threatens to keep them under. But what separates those who succeed from those who don't is simple: the refusal to stay down. The moment you hit the ground is not your end. It's your chance to rise. Pain, setbacks, and failures are part of the journey, but they don't define you. What defines you is your response. Will you let defeat become your identity, or will you use it as fuel to push harder? Refusing to stay down means you acknowledge the hurt, you feel it, but you don't let it paralyze you. You get up, you fight back, you move forward, even if it's just one small step at a time. Strength isn't about never falling, it's about always standing back up. Every champion has scars from battles won and lost. Every leader has faced moments when quitting seemed easier. But the difference is they chose resilience. They chose hope over despair. They chose action over surrender. Refuse to stay down means embracing discomfort, accepting that growth is often painful. It means looking fear and failure in the eye and saying, "Not today." It means knowing your worth isn't measured by your falls, but by your comebacks. 2025, make this your mantra. When life tries to break you, stand taller. When doubt creeps in, push harder. When others expect you to give up, show them your strength. You have more power than you realize. Your spirit is stronger than any challenge. Refuse to stay down, rise every time, because your story is not over and your greatest victories are still ahead. Be accountable to yourself. This is the foundation of true growth and success. No one else can live your life for you. No one else can make the choices that shape your future. When you take full responsibility for your actions, your decisions, and your results, you reclaim your power. You stop blaming circumstances, other people, or bad luck. Instead, you become the driver of your own destiny. Accountability means looking in the mirror and owning your truth. It means being honest about where you fall short, where you make mistakes, and where you can improve. It's uncomfortable. It requires humility and courage, but it's necessary because without accountability, change is impossible. When you hold yourself accountable, you set a standard for your life. You refuse to settle for excuses or shortcuts. You commit to doing the work even when no one is watching. You don't wait for external validation or motivation. You create your own. Being accountable to yourself also means setting clear goals and tracking your progress. It means reflecting regularly and adjusting when needed. It means celebrating your wins and learning from your failures without denial or blame. This level of responsibility builds integrity. It earns you self-respect and confidence. It creates a foundation that others will trust and admire. But most importantly, it builds a relationship with yourself. A relationship based on trust, respect, and commitment. In 2025, choose to be accountable. Don't hand your power to circumstances or excuses. Take ownership of your journey, your failures, and your successes. When you do, you become unstoppable. Because you are no longer a victim of your life, you are the author of it. This is your era. The moment you've been waiting for is here, not after some perfect set of circumstances, but right. Everything you've experienced, every struggle, every lesson, every late night and early morning has been preparing you for this exact time. This is the season where your efforts start to bear fruit, where your vision begins to take shape. Don't let the noise around you distract you. Don't let fear or doubt whisper that you're not ready. You are ready. You have everything inside you to rise, to break barriers, to rewrite your story. The challenges you faced were not roadblocks, they were stepping stones, sharpening your mind and heart. This is your era because you've survived what others gave up on, you've learned what others ignored, you've persisted when others quit. Now it's time to show the world who you really are, to step into the spotlight that's been waiting for you all along. Your time is not just about success or recognition. It's about becoming the person you were meant to be. It's about living with purpose and passion. It's about creating a legacy that will inspire those who come after you. In this era, don't be afraid to take risks. Don't be afraid to dream bigger. Don't be afraid to lead with your whole heart, because greatness is not reserved for a few. It's claimed by those who are willing to fight for it. This is your era. Own it, live it, make it unforgettable. So now the choice is yours. Will you step forward and claim what's waiting for you? Will you rise to the challenge and become the person you've always known you could be? Remember, the world doesn't wait for anyone. It moves fast. An opportunity favors the bold. So take control, own your journey, embrace this era with everything you have, because this right now is your time. Don't let it slip away. You owe it to yourself to make it count.